It's almost New Year's now, year, and in this case even the whole decade is coming to an end. A lot of things have happened, a lot of goals have been achieved, a lot of goals haven't. Now a new decade will be beginning, a new start. And you probably all know what that means. Yes, it obviously means that there's good food, because Christmas is right around that time, and that's just great. But that's a topic for a different video. What I want to talk about today is New Year's resolutions. Now, lately a lot of friends that I just made up have been telling me that I should definitely do New Year's resolutions myself, because they think it would make me gritty. After googling what it meant, I was a little disappointed that it didn't have anything to do with pretty, but I still went for it because, well, it sounds kinda cool. After all, I am like my bank account, empty inside but always open for more. I was still a little skeptical about it, but to be honest, the more I didn't think about it, the less I thought about it. So I sat down and didn't leave my room as always, and spent roughly the next few days making New Year's resolutions. And I think I was pretty successful, even when I was a little upset when I heard that coming up with the goals shouldn't be the hard part of it. Now, just as a disclaimer, I'm a simple man, and if you ignore most of the things in my lifestyle, my life can already be considered pretty good. But there were still a few goals that I just had to write down. For example, lately I haven't been that active, and I really want to change that. So one goal I wrote down is that next year I at least want to upload. Oh yeah, and I also want to watch that Joker movie, because I've heard it's a pretty good film, and New Year's resolutions are always a good excuse to spend money on things that I won't need in my life. Talking from experience. There's only one problem I have with New Year's resolutions, because while the chances of a habit sticking are definitely higher, there is still often just meaningless words without persistent action behind them. Again, talking from experience. For example, I really want to watch that Joker movie, but am I actually going outside to leave my room just to go to a cinema to watch a movie? That's what I thought. And that's also why, surprising plot twist, I changed my mind. This year I don't want to make New Year's resolutions. Haters would probably now say that I'm just too lazy to go through with anything, and while that is totally the reason for it, I want you to look at other reasons for it as well. As you can see from my upload schedule, I'm a really motivated person striving for accomplishments. Who am I kidding? It's New Year's, not April Fools. Anyway, what is true is I want to do things. No matter how hard they are, no matter what others think about it, no matter if it's the start or the end of the year. Which means New Year's resolutions won't help me. In fact, they could even prevent me from doing something much greater. Which will probably never happen, but let's just imagine for a second. Furthermore, I just don't think that a list with goals that don't have proper determination behind them will help me actually go through with them, even if I wrote it shortly before New Year's. Now, this might be different for you, and if that's the case, then that's great, because that means that you're one of the 8% that actually sticks to their New Year plan. I personally just don't think that making a list with goals just to share them on New Year's and forget them half a week later is enough for me. Because as Shakespeare already said, action is eloquence. Now, I might not completely understand what that means, but what I do know is that this year will be different. This year I will get my act together, and instead of just making New Year's resolutions that I won't be able to go through with anyway, I'll just make new decade resolutions. And you probably all know what that means. It obviously means